Let me guess, you've just added phosphate remover to your pool and you found that the water has gone cloudy, murky, hazy, and you're kind of freaking out a little bit, wondering if you've done something wrong, if you've added too much. Well, no, it's okay. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why. Hi there, I'm Louis from Pool Advisor, and today we're going to be talking about cloudy pool water after you've added phosphate remover. So the thing is that the way that phosphate remover works is it's made of a chemical called lanthanum chloride. And this lanthanum chloride, once you add it to the water, will react with any phosphates in the water and will turn that into a solid called lanthanum phosphate. So the phosphate goes from being dissolved in your water to becoming a solid that's actually visible in your water, and that can then be filtered out by your filter and ultimately removed from the water. So if you see cloudy water after you've added phosphate remover, it actually means that the phosphate remover is doing its job. It's reacting with the phosphate in the water and it's turning it into a solid that your filter will ultimately be able to remove from the water. The thing is that these phosphate removers don't just target phosphate. They're general coagulant chemicals, which means that they will also react with organic material in the water, from things like leaves and twigs and other stuff that's blown into your pool, flowers and stuff like that. It will react with that and will turn any dissolved organic material into a solid as well, which is not ideal because we want it to react with the phosphate rather than this other organic material. So how do you get rid of the cloudiness from your water? Well, it's pretty simple. You basically wait a few days and your filter should clear it up on its own. You shouldn't need to add anything else. If for some reason you do want to speed up the process of getting that solid material out of the water, you can look at adding clarifier to the water. And I'll put a link to a clarifier that I recommend for those in Australia. But you can add some clarifier to the water. That will help particles together, the lanthanum phosphate, aggregate all them together into slightly bigger clumps and make it easier for your filter to get rid of that. If you want to stop this from happening in the future when you add phosphate remover, you might want to look at using a phosphate remover that has clarifier built into it, as this will mean that it will reduce the likelihood of getting haziness or cloudy water after you add the phosphate remover, because the built-in clarifier will do what we just discussed. It will clump together those lanthanum phosphate particles and make it easier for your filter to start removing them immediately. The low chlor Stava product is quite a good one in that regard. It's a phosphate remover with built-in clarifier. And again, I will put a link to that in the description below where you can get that. Like I mentioned before, the phosphate remover does also bind and react with other things in your pool, like organics. So if you want to increase the efficiency of your phosphate remover and have it targeting the phosphate more than other things in your pool, you might want to consider pre-vacuuming your pool and skimming your pool before you add the phosphate remover. And then you'll see better efficiency there, and you won't be wasting money by having to dose more phosphate remover than you really need. And that's pretty much all there is to it. If this video has helped you at all, I would really appreciate if you could like it and subscribe to my channel, where I'll be releasing more videos about pool maintenance. You can also comment on the video and let me know if you have any more questions. Please, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you very much.